What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadski and I am back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. In today's video, more ranking events are live on One Piece Treasure Cruise Global. The first one being the Franky Fortnite, as well as the Kimono Straw Hat Luffy and Kimono Zoro Fortnite. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys the teams that I used in order to take on both the Franky and Kimono Luffy and Zoro Fortnite dungeons. Both of these specific dungeons have the exact same ranking event that you need to reach a certain amount of score in a single turn of damaging attacks. You cannot use specials to account for your damaging ranking, but you can use just regular attacks in order to boost your ranking score. The Franky one is extremely easy. I have no idea why they made the score for Franky extremely low, but the Kimono Straw Hat one is a little bit more tame. You do need 3 million on the Kimono Straw Hats, and you need only 800,000 on the Franky event, so that's extremely easy to do. So let's go ahead and get straight into this video as we talk about the Franky and Kimono Straw Hat teams. So the first one that we're going to be talking about is going to be the Franky Fortnite dungeon. Now, as I mentioned just before, you only need 800,000 damage in a single turn to reach the high score for level 3 ranking rewards on the Franky dungeon. So this is pretty easy, honestly. You can use, with some specific teams, I think someone was saying that they used a Hody team, and they literally just did regular attacks and was able to reach the 800,000 marker. So that just goes to show that, you know, this is honestly one of the most easiest rankings that we've ever had in One Piece Treasure Cruise. This is just stupidly easy. You only really need to bring maybe 1 or 2 boosters, you know, maybe a type boost, an attack boost. You can use a chain locker, you can use affinity. In my specific team here, I use an orb booster, a type booster. I have the extra damage special like Sabo with the limited Leo, and I also use the conditional boost from Hannibal whilst activating the Venom from Raid Magellan. Now, honestly, you do not need to use every single type of boost that you possibly can. As I mentioned, you only need 800,000 damage, so it is relatively easily. Now, one thing to note as well is that the turns you should be bursting on is either on stage number 4 or stage number 5. Both of these stages have a decent amount of mobs, and remember that if you are using a special that does damage to the enemy and kills them, that is less damage overall that you'll be able to deal and get for your ranking. So make sure you use specials that don't do damage to the enemy, just so you can make sure you have more enemies available for more damage. But anyways, I'll leave you guys with this team, and I'll see you guys in the next one against Kimono Straw Hat Luffy and Zoro. Now we move on to the Kimono Zoro and Kimono Luffy Fortnite ranking. With this one, you do need 3 million damage dealt in a single turn somewhere within your run on the 15 stamina version of this dungeon. A little bit different from the previous one. The Franky one was a lot easier. The Franky one only needed 800,000 damage, so a little bit of a jump from the previous one. However, one thing to note is that you have no condition on this Fortnite. A little bit different from Franky. Franky did have a condition stating that you could only bring int characters in the dungeon, whereas when you have Kimono, Zoro, and Luffy, there are no restrictions to what character you can bring. So I would highly suggest just bring your best teams possible for this ranking. As you can see, I am using a Lucy team. Obviously, Lucy's going to be able to crush this to get 3 million damage in a single turn extremely easily. So I would suggest just bringing your highest damage dealing teams. One thing to note, I did mention it in the previous clip before, make sure you don't bring too many character specials that have damaging specials, because obviously that means you will be able not to get as much points as you would like. So bring characters that just do boosts and don't do damage with a boost. That is something that I just would like to say to you guys. Just trying to reiterate that, because that is pretty important to make sure that you guys can rank as high as possible and easily get these ranking missions done. But anyways, guys, I'll leave you with that. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to smack the like button down below. It's greatly appreciated. And if you guys want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.